Good afternoon, everyone. This is Mitchell here on my YouTube channel covering sports today. This is week 4 of the college football season, a very different type of college football season, but the new normal does feel good when there is college and NFL on. So we'll go with today, and then the SEC, which is one of the biggest conferences in all of college, is going to be starting for the first time of the 2020 season this year, the first time since January when there were bowl games. And the best part about the SEC is they are all conference games because they are starting later on in the year, which is going to add a lot more excitement to the rankings and to the college football playoff field eventually as the season keeps moving forward. So that's going to be great and exciting to see that start. Tomorrow, UAB and USA are playing, and UAB is Alabama Birmingham, and the other team, they are not home. So let's see which location it's in here. Doesn't say, but I'll take UAB there just because of their experience in premier level. I'll just say them because I really do like how they are every year for being in at least one of the bowl games every year. Friday, September 25th, which is this weekend, Middle Tennessee and against University of Texas San Antonio. I'll actually take Texas San Antonio because they're at home, and that's going to be a very decent game to watch, and it's going to be two teams that have been in many bowl games before, many times these last 5 years, I would say. And it's going to be in the Alamo Dome, so it seems like it's going to be in neutral site because the Alamo Dome is a different arena for football, so we'll take them there. And then here's Saturday, September 26th. This is the big day of college football games. First, we got a big Big 12 conference matchup against Kansas State and the Oklahoma Sooners. And I think Oklahoma is going to get this one done because of their premier talent and a lot of the experience they've brought in this year. And they're number 3, so I really see them in the college playoff field if they keep doing what they're doing. So we'll take them there. Florida at Ole Miss. The tickets are as low as $100 for that game. I do not see Ole Miss winning this year, but I think that's going to be a very good matchup to watch to see what these teams can do. And I cannot believe Florida's in the top 5, but honestly, this year is going to actually be a different type of year to get into the college playoff or New Year's 6 a lot easier than it usually is because of all the delayed and late starts in college. So that's going to be another interesting one. Kentucky and Auburn. I'll take Auburn there, but don't be surprised if Kentucky keeps it close. UCF at East Carolina University. We'll take UCF there because they're actually 13th this year, so they really could get in the New Year's 6 bowl again. We'll take them there, and that's 11 a.m. on Saturday on ABC. Georgia Southern at Louisiana Lafayette. We'll take Louisiana Lafayette, the Raging Cajuns there. They're actually 19th in the nation, so they have a chance of being in the top 15 if they go undefeated. So, wow, how about these interesting small schools could really make noise this season? Louisville at Pittsburgh. We'll take Pittsburgh there, but I'm also not surprised that that one's close. Georgia Tech at Syracuse. I'll take Georgia Tech, and that one is in the Carrier Dome, so that could be a good one to watch if you want to watch like lower tier ACC games. Georgia State at CLT. I'm not sure where that is, but I'll still take Georgia State. Appalachian State and CAM. I'll take Appalachian State there. FIU at Liberty. I think FIU's done very well. They've legitimately had 2-3 lost seasons these last few years, while Liberty's starting to grow and they're still starting to improve their football system yet. So we'll take FIU there just because their experience, like I said, their bowl record really shows. Iowa State at TCU. I'll take TCU there. I mean, I think Gary Patterson's going to be there this year. Last year they did not make a bowl game, and I think this year they really could be better. There could be a much better shot where they could make a bowl game. So we'll definitely take them to get a big statement win in a conference game. That's at 12:30 Eastern on FS1. So that's a big statement win for conference. Tulane at Southern Mississippi, which is Brett Favre's former college. We'll take Tulane there. Mississippi State at LSU. It's the very first SEC on CBS game. LSU has very much went down this year. They've lost like 12 or 15 players to the NFL or in general because they were all seniors. Of last year's national championship team. So it's gonna be this game. I think is gonna be LSU by at least 14 or 3 touchdowns or whatever. But when they play like Alabama, they play bigger schools, maybe play in bigger bowl games, playoff, etc. This is gonna really show if they do have the guts to repeat like they did last year, because they did lose a lot of perimeters. They did lose a lot of perimeters and talented recruits that they've had compared to last year's team. So we'll take them that game, but it's going to be very interesting to see what they can do. So you can keep an eye on that one. Texas at Texas Tech. This hasn't happened for years. Texas Tech's in the Big 12. So that's actually going to be a very good one to watch. They haven't played each other in quite a while, so I think that's going to be a very intriguing matchup. But Sam Ehlinger and the Texas offense is going to be too much for them. So we'll take the Horns to cover that one. Army versus Cincinnati. We'll definitely take Cincinnati, even though Army just keeps improving every year. They're actually 22 in the nation, it says, so that could really be something to keep an eye out for. West Virginia, Oklahoma State. Oklahoma State's 15th, so we'll take them there by at least 10. Texas El Paso at Louisiana Monroe. We'll take Texas El Paso. Georgia at Arkansas. Arkansas is hosting the game, but Georgia's going to be very legit for SEC and in general. They're number 4th in the nation as the SEC is going to kick off this weekend, so we'll still take Georgia there. The lowest ticket is $106, so that's actually a very expensive game to go to for all you guys that are looking for tickets to go to any college game to get that experience. That's more expensive one to go to. Duke at Virginia. We'll take Duke, and Virginia's been more consistent, but I think Duke really has the power there, and they're good on all cylinders to win that one. Texas State at Boston College. We'll take Boston College there. University of South Florida against Florida Atlantic. That's going to be a very good game on CBS Sports Network. It's going to be the battle of two in-state teams from Florida, and that's going to be that both those teams will definitely be bowl eligible if they play the way like they've been playing the last few years. But I'll take Florida Atlantic. It's not necessarily going to be an upset. You can get into that game for $30, it says, but I think it's going to be. I think they're really going to compete with each other, and they're really going to battle it out in the gridiron, because they do get to play that type of football this year, and I could see that happening. Alabama at Missouri. We'll definitely take Alabama. You never know, but Missouri I don't think is going to have enough, even though it's at Missouri the first game. Houston Baptist at Louisiana Tech. I'll take Louisiana Tech. Stephen F. Austin at SMU Mustangs. We'll take SMU, as Stephen F. Austin is improving for Division I college football. I think SMU is going to have more of that gain to them. We'll take Vanderbilt at Texas A&M. We will take Texas A&M there. Florida State at Miami, which is the highlight game, the ACC game for at night. Miami is number 12, and Florida State really could come in and pull up the upset there, but I'm gonna take Miami because they really are staying consistent this year compared to all the other years, and I think they're going to legitimately have that game, and that's where College Game Day is actually going to be this weekend. Tennessee at South Carolina. We'll definitely take Tennessee. They're 16th right now. Again, these rankings are very interesting because the college season is so shortened, so I think, and that's really interesting, Tennessee is in the 25 in general. Kansas at Baylor. We'll take Baylor there. As much as Kansas is improving, Baylor's going to have too much talent for them. NC State at Virginia Tech, number 20 in the nation. We'll take Virginia Tech. Troy at BYU. We will take BYU there. And then the 3 games that are postponed this weekend are number 7 Notre Dame at Wake Forest. That's postponed to a later date. Tulsa at Arkansas State is also postponed. And then last but not least, it's a non-conference matchup of University of North Texas against Houston. That's a matchup that also got postponed. So those are the 3 that are postponed for the weekend. Hope everyone enjoyed this video. Let me know your thoughts, predictions, and analysis on maybe how the SEC first weekend will go. And in general, I would like to hear from you guys. And I'll see you on my next video. And have a great Wednesday.